My name is Humphrey Knight and I work for CIU International Limited based in London. We are a company that looks at, well, it does price assessment, market analysis, consulting and also events, much like this one here today, across the mining, metals and fertilizer commodities. I myself work in the fertilizers team looking at potash. So there were two kind of themes ultimately. So we had two projects speaking, so Yara and Circum Minerals, discussing some of the resources available or which exist in Ethiopia and the plans underway to develop them. And then the other side of it, which I led, was regarding what happens once you get those resources into production one day. You've got to think about where are they going to go. One of the big issues is the current structure of the potash industry. So on one side, in what's called the potassium chloride industry, or MOP, it's a very big market, but it's got a very, very consolidated supply structure. So lots of issues trying to get into that market. More important, in Ethiopia, there's a lot of focus on SOP, or potassium sulfate. Now, that is a higher value product, but ultimately it's got a very small market, and some of the projects here are very, very large scale. So there's plenty of potential for disruption to those markets, and so those are some of the things that I wanted to highlight during my part of the session. It's fantastic. I get the sense that there is some very strict timekeeping here, and as we ourselves deal with events, I know how important that is to make sure that everyone has their fair say, because there's lots of issues to be debated here. Ethiopia is at a very important stage in its development of its mining industry. Everyone has to have their fair say, so that's been really, really good. The presentations have been excellent so far. I'm looking forward to those tomorrow as well. And I think also what's really good is it's getting a dialogue going amongst the delegates, both on the government side but also on the commercial side. And I think that's been one of the problems that's been highlighted. So ultimately, I think an event just like this will really help that in Ethiopia. So far, so very good.